Hello, everyone. It's a great night to be out and about back at Osage City Basketball. We are here live from the Richard Homewood Gym. The Lady Indians are about to take on the Lady Wolves from Lebo here in just about right over 10 minutes. A couple stats going on into this game. The Lady Indians, your Lady Indians are 11-8 currently is their record, 11 wins, 8 losses. And that's going up against the 19-0 undefeated Lebo Wolves. So definitely going to be quite the match off here. But last time the Lady Indians did face the Lebo Wolves, they only lost by 2. So it could be a great game. Honestly promises to be a great game. So we can't wait, but thank you for joining us. And tonight is also Osage City's senior night. So definitely stick around for that in between the girls and the boys game, because we will have a ceremony for that to honor our seniors. So thank you so much again for joining us. As always, I'm Ellie Shoemaker.
I'm Allison Neary.
And we'll be right back. and then Speed's bringing the ball up back. Speed passes it to Kitzelman. Kitzelman to stop. Crawford, they attempt to get into Crawford. It's stolen by Peak. She goes on a breakaway. She takes the layup. She misses. She goes up for a second shot. Her shot's no good. Boss passes it to Crawford. Crawford goes up the court. She attempts to pass it to Kitzelman, but ends up passing it right to the girls sitting on the Lebo bench. Sitting on the sidelines, you have to be prepared for anything. Exactly. The ball might just come flying your way. And just because you're not playing doesn't mean you're in the game. Jones inbounds the ball to Hadley. Shoemaker steals it away out of Hadley's dribble. She passes it off to Speece. Speece goes up. Attempts to make a shot. She just had a little bit too much momentum and hit the bottom of the rim.
I would like to say we have quite a good student section going tonight.
Yeah. I don't think there's very many high schoolers in it though.
No, it doesn't look like it so far. I can pick out a couple, but
does anybody have a top scorer, or is it pretty spread out?
well, for the Osage City Indians, number 15 Stark has 4 points scored so far, and for the Lebo Wolves, it's number 10 Jones with 5.
Awesome. I believe Jones is the Lebo Wolves top scorer. Maybe not, but I'm pretty sure she is.
If not, so far in the game, she is. So.
Yes, absolutely. Max Speeds passes it inside to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it to Crawford. Crawford to Speece. Speece to Shoemaker. Shoemaker. Boss, who passes it to Campbell. Stark passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker goes up. Her shot's no good. They call a foul. Do we even have a number? I believe it's on Boss.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. He held up a 33. I was really confused. I didn't see Peyton hits out on the court.
All right, the Lebo Wolves get it inside to Jones. She misses her shot. Speece brings the ball up the court. She passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it to Crawford. Crawford to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Boss. Boss to Speece. Everyone, we're just about 20 seconds out from this game. We did move sides, so hopefully the audio is a little bit better this time, a lot better. So here we go. The game's about to start here. Hadley to inbound the ball. She passes it into Peak, who's guarded by Shoemaker. She passes it to Ott. Ott passes it to Peak. Peak to Hadley. Hadley goes up. Her shot is good. Crawford inbounds it to Spees. Spees brings the ball up the court. Oh, the net got flipped inside out. Technical difficulties? All right, it has been righted.
Thank you, ref, for jumping up and getting that. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Boss now inbounds the ball to Spees at the side. Spees brings the ball up the court. She passes it to Boss, passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it to Crawford. Crawford passes it to Boss, to Spees, to Crawford, who attempts to pass it inside to Stark. No good. Hadley brings the ball up the court, passes it to Jones, passes it to Peak, passes it to the other Jones, who passes it to Hadley. Hadley takes a three, it bounces off the rim, and Shoemaker gets the rebound, brings the ball up the court. Shoemaker passes the ball to Stark. Stark passes it to Spees. Spees drives it in. Little jump pass to Crawford. Crawford's shot is good. We got a tie ball game now. Peak brings the ball up the court. She passes it to Hadley. Hadley passes it to Ott. Ott drives it around and passes it down to Jones. Jones dribbles in. She passes it to Peak. Peak to Hadley. Hadley takes the three. Her second shot is good. Crawford gets the rebound. She passes it to Speece. Speece brings the ball up the court. Slows this game down a little bit. She passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Boss. Boss to Speece. Speece to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Speece. Speece to Crawford. Crawford returns it. She passes it across to Boss. Boss drives down. Passes it back up to the top to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Boss again. Boss takes a three. It's good. And we're tied again.
It's a real back and forth game tonight.
Peak brings the ball up the court, passes it to Jones. Jones dribbles in. Really? And they call foul.
That foul's going to be on number 1, Shoemaker.
Peak passes it inside to Jones. Jones takes a shot. Crawford passes it into Speece. Speece brings the ball up the court. Passes it to Crawford. Crawford passes it to Boss. Boss to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Crawford. Crawford dribbles down, attempts to go back to Stark. It's blocked though. They pass it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker goes up, but she's fouled. Her shot was no good. Shoemaker's first free throw is no good. Shoemaker's second free throw is no good, but Stark gets the rebound, passes it to Boss. Boss goes up, her shot's no good. Jones drives the ball up the court. She passes it down to Peak. Peak goes up, the shot is good. They call a timeout, Wolves. Lady Wolves up by 4. All right, so we now have a timeout here. Is anybody in foul trouble yet, Allie? I know it just started.
No, honestly.
Good.
Both teams have 1 foul. No one seems to be having a foul problem. There's only one person with 2 fouls in the entire game, and that's Boss. This is definitely the lower fouling game I've seen.
Which is kind of funny because I thought that it would be a little bit higher fouling just with like these two teams and their history.
How competitive
each player is, and the Lebo Wolves being undefeated. This is a close game for an undefeated team.
Absolutely it is. Once again, just a great game to be watching. From our new spot, we have a bird's eye view, you could say.
Yes. All right, we're back. Crawford inbounds the ball to Shoemaker. Shoemaker brings the ball up the court, passes it to Speece. Speece passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Crawford. Crawford goes across to Speece. Speece goes inside, and they call a foul.
That foul was on Hadley. It's going to be her second foul.
Speece inbounds the ball from under to Boss. The shot is taken. Stark's shot's no good though. And it'll be the Wolves' ball. Hadley inbounds it to Peak. Peak returns it. Hadley brings the ball up the court. She passes it back to Peak. Peak passes it inside to Jones. And they call it travel. Spees brings the ball up the court. She passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it off to Spees. Spees passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker goes up. Her shot's no good. Jones, Brooklyn Jones, number 10 for the Wolves, brings the ball up the court. She drives under, and they call a foul. But her shot is no good, so we're going to inbound that ball underneath the Wolves' basket. Kitzelman comes in for Shoemaker. Peak inbounds the ball to Jones. Jones pulls up from the high post. Peak gets the rebound. She passes it off to Ott, who passes it to Abby Jones. Jones takes a shot from the three. Her shot's no good. Jones gets the rebound again, passes it to Peak, who's going to set something up. She passes it off to Hadley. Hadley passes it down to Jones. Hadley takes it from the three. Her shot's no good. Stark gets the rebound. Indians ball. Spees bringing the ball down the court. She passes it inside to Stark. The ball is knocked away by Ott. There's a little bit of tussle over it at half court, and they call a foul. On Boss.
That's Boss's third foul of the game.
Hadley inbounds the ball to Peak. Peak in to Hadley. Hadley attempts to pass it down to Ott. It goes out of bounds, so it's going to be Stark's ball. Or not Stark's, it's going to be the Indians' ball. I'm sorry. Shoemaker goes in for Boss. Presumably because Boss has 3 fouls, I'm sure. Crawford inbounds the ball to Spees. Spees passes it to Kitzelman. Kitzelman to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Kitzelman. Kitzelman attempts to pass it to Shoemaker, but it goes out of bounds. But they do call it still the Indians' ball. Shoemaker inbounds the ball to Spees. Spees brings the ball up the court. Drives around to Stark's screen. She goes up. Misses the shot. Pete gets the rebound, brings the ball up the court. Passes it to Hadley. Hadley drives the ball inside, passes it to Jones, just inside the top of the key. She passes it back to Hadley. Hadley drives down. She's met with Kitzelman. And they call it travel. Crawford inbounds the ball to Spees. Spees driving the ball up the court. She passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it to Spees. Spees passes it back. Up to Kitzelman at the top of the key. Kitzelman drives in, passes it out to Spiess. Spiess drives in, she passes it. Shoemaker. Shoemaker drives underneath the basket, goes up for a shot, and it's good. Peak now drives the ball up the court. Passes it to Crouch. Crouch's pass is blocked by Kitzelman. Crawford goes on a breakaway layup. Her shot is good, and it is now tied. Ott inbounds the ball to Peak. Peak brings the ball up the court. Peak passes it down to Jones. Jones goes across to Ott. Down to Crouch. Crouch takes a shot. It's no good. Crawford gets the rebound. She passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Spiess. Spiess to Kitzelman. Kitzelman holds the ball there for a minute. It's going to be a white ball. Kitzelman to inbound the ball. She passes it into Spiess. Spiess drives around. She takes a wild three. Honestly gets closer than expected. Jones takes a shot from way far past half court. Shot's no good.
Your top scores for the second half so far. For the Indians, it's tied between Stark and Crawford, both with 6. And for the Lebo Wolves, it's 31 Hadley with 9 points so far.
All right, well, we got one more quarter left in this game. Thank you for joining us so far. This proves to be a very exciting fourth quarter with a tied score.
This game really is a nail-biter, just like our last game we filmed.
Yes, it was. That game was close. All right, everyone, we're back. Boss inbounds the ball to Spiess over in the backcourt. Spiess drives the ball up the court. She passes. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. She drives it, passes it to Crawford. Crawford to Shoemaker. And they call a holding foul. Whew. Okay. Foul's on Peak. Spiess inbounds the ball, attempts to inbound the ball to Boss. It gets knocked away by Jones. Shoemaker and Jones fight for it on the court. Jump ball. Possession Wolves. Jones inbounds the ball to Peak, who passes it down to the other Jones. Jones goes up for the shot. It's no good. Crawford gets the rebound. She's on the ground. It's going to be another jump ball. This time, Indians possession. Crawford to inbound the ball to Spiess. Lady Wolves take the ball away. They go up for a shot. It's no good, but Boss gets the rebound. Shoemaker drives the ball up the court. She passes it to Spies. Passes it to Shoemaker, who passes it to Spies. Spies takes a shot from 3. No good, but she gets her own rebound. She passes it to Boss. Boss goes cross court to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Spies to Crawford. Jones takes the ball right out of Crawford's hands, and she passes it. Jones goes up for a shot, no good, but Crawford gets the rebound. She passes it to Spies. Spies drives the ball up the court, passes it to Crawford. I'm sorry, to Stark, who passes it to Shoemaker, who passes it to Spies. There we go. Spies trades places with Shoemaker, and the Indians call a timeout. Just 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in this last quarter. All right, this is the Indians' last home basketball game. No, I'm sorry, it's not their last home basketball game. My bad. This is their last regular season basketball game. Next week, the Indians will start sub-state. And we will be here Monday and Tuesday night for both of those sub-state games. So make sure to join us Monday and Tuesday night so you can watch the Indians play. We'll hope you'll... Sorry. We hope you'll join us in our last 2 games of the season next week. Yes. Boss inbounds the ball to Spies. Spies dribbles at the top for a little while. She goes around Crawford's screen. She goes down. She passes it back to Crawford, who passes it to the top to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it inside to Crawford. And they call a pushing foul on Potter. Boss inbounds the ball to Spies in the backcourt. Spies brings the ball up the court. It's briefly knocked out of her hands by Jones. She recovers. She passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker goes down. Shoemaker's trapped. Manages to get it to Crawford, who's also trapped down there. She passes it to the top to Boss. Boss goes up. She shoots. She's fouled. Shot's no good. Boss's first free throw is no good. Boss's second free throw is no good. And Ott gets the rebound. Jones brings the ball up the court, passes it to Peak. She drives down. She goes up, she scores. Crawford inbounds the ball to Spies. Spies passes it to Stark. Spies dribbles in, and they call a foul. Fouls on Brooklyn Jones. That's her second. Spies inbounds the ball to Boss. And Boss passes it to Spies. Spies goes all the way across to Stark. Stark goes up. Her shot's no good. Jones gets the rebound. She passes it up to Peak. Peak pulls up takes a shot. Her shot's no good. Stark gets the rebound, passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker driving the ball up the court. She stops to set something up. Passes it to Boss. Boss to Stark. Stark to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Spies. Ott gets the ball, passes it to Hadley. Hadley goes up, and they call. Oh, I'm sorry, they called a foul.
Looks like that one was on Lexi Boss, yeah. This will be her 4th foul.
Hadley's first free throw is good. As is her second. And that's going to be a Wolves timeout. We don't get to see like what the refs are calling anymore from back here.
Yeah, it's really difficult to see exactly what the refs, like the numbers and what color they are.
Well, that is okay. We'll figure it out. Make sure you stick around in between games to get to watch the Osage City Senior Night ceremony.
It's crazy that the school year's just getting so close to getting over.
I know, we just got spring sports, which will be starting pretty soon. And then, yeah, and then we're done. Crawford inbounds the ball to Spies. Spies passes over the top to Crawford. The Lady Wolves full court pressing again. Spies passes it straight into Brooke Jones' arm. She looks down to peek, and they get that shot. And boy, their coach is real excited.
Spies just got her 2nd foul.
Peek's first free throw is good. Crawford gets the rebound. She passes it inside to Spies. Spies passes it to Crawford. The Lady Indians are really going to have to work on passing if they want to get it up the court. She passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker drives down. She passes it up the top to Spies. Spies to Shoemaker. Shoemaker takes a 3. It's good. Hadley inbounds the ball to Peek. Peek brings the ball up the court. She passes it to Ott. She passes it to Jones. And back to Hadley. Oh, and they called a foul.
That was going to be on Jones again. That's going to be her 3rd. As soon as the 4th quarter hit, fouls seemed to just keep rolling in.
And the Indians call a timeout. All right, the Indians brought that lead, that short lead the Wolves had down to 4. There's about 3 minutes left in this game. Allie, who are our top scorers?
So far, for the Osage City Indians, the top scorers are still tied between Stark and Crawford. And for the Lebo Wolves, it's Hadley with 31.
How many points did you say Hadley had?
Sorry, 13.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said 31, and I was like, whoa. Do not remember that happening.
That would be kind of odd.
That would be she would have definitely be their top scorer without a doubt.
They'd also definitely have way more points.
They'd have 2 more points. Crawford passes it off to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it to Spees. Spees passes it inside to Stark. She's going to take the shot up. It's no good, but she gets a rebound. Bounces, rolls off the top of their fingers. Jones gets it. Jones goes, ooh, no shot, because she travels. Crawford inbounds the ball to Spees. Spees bringing the ball up the court. The Lady Wolves have backed off their press here. Spees drives in all the way. She goes up. Her shot is good. Peak brings the ball up the court. Passes it down to Jones. Jones passes it to Peak, who passes it to Hadley. Hadley drives in. She goes up. And they call foul.
Foul's going to be on Georgia Kitzelman for the Osage City Indians. It's going to be her second foul.
Peak to inbound the ball here for the Wolves. She gets it into Jones. Jones passes it to her sister, who passes it down to Hadley. Passes it up to the top to Peak. Her shot is good. And the Lady Wolves call a timeout.
Do you think this is going to be another one of those games where they use up all of their timeouts?
Absolutely.
I think especially for the Wolves, I don't think they have very many timeouts left.
I was going to say, I haven't been counting. I don't know how many timeouts left they have.
No. I have realized it seems almost every single time that somebody makes a 3, they call a timeout.
Yeah, I wonder if that's part of their strategy. I'm sure it is. All right, the Lady Wolves now up by 5. Just over 2:15 left in this game. Spees brings the ball up the court. She passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it to Kitzelman. Kitzelman drives in, passes it to Spees. Spees drives over to the other side. She passes it down to Kitzelman. Kitzelman goes up. Her shot's no good. Hadley passes the ball to Peak.
The shot bounced right off the bottom of the rim.
Yeah. I think that's happened more than once tonight, actually.
I think that's the second time.
Yeah. Peak brings the ball up the court, passes it to Jones. Jones to Hadley. Hadley drives in. She passes it out to Jones. Jones to Peak. They call a foul on Spees. Kitzelman comes out, replaced by Boss. Peak's first free throw is good. Peak's second free throw is no good. Boss gets the rebound. She passes it off to Spees. Spees bringing the ball up the court. She passes it to Shoemaker. And the Indians call a timeout.
Just a minute, 24 seconds left in this last quarter.
This has been a nail biter right down to the end. It's still anybody's game.
Absolutely. This seems like the fastest game that I've seen from the girls or the boys, honestly.
Oh yeah, this game has moved at a speed considerably faster than most girls' games go. And we are back. Just under a minute 25 here left in the game. And the Lady Indians have the ball. Boss is going to inbound the ball to Spies. Spies passes it off to Shoemaker. Shoemaker gets stuck at the top of the key. She passes it to Stark. Stark to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Boss. Boss to Spies. Spies drives in, she goes up, her shot is good. And the Lady Indians call another timeout. I almost wonder if Mr. Kirkpatrick has been saving these timeouts for this last minute here. I'm sure he has.
That might be another strategy, honestly.
Yeah. I don't believe the Indians have called very many, as in this game so far.
You know, if I believe correctly, before the fourth quarter, they called one or two, neither of them being full timeouts.
Yes, you're right. They did. The Osage City Band sounds great tonight. We're always grateful when they're here. They just make the atmosphere of the gym so great.
Puts a pep in everybody's step.
Absolutely doing their job to a T. What a pep band should do. Jones inbounds the ball to Peak. The Lady Indians full court pressing again. Peak brings the ball up the court. And they call a foul on Spies. First free throw is good. Peak's second free throw is no good. Boss brings the ball up the court, or I'm sorry, Boss passes it to Spies, who brings the ball up the court. She passes it back to Boss. And she travels.
.32 seconds left.
Jones passes the ball, inbounds the ball to her sister. She passes it to Hadley. call a foul on Crawford.
Crawford's third foul of the game.
Hadley's first free throw is good. Hadley's second free throw was good. Stark passes it inside to Crawford. She passes it to Spiess. Spiess bringing the ball up the court. She passes it to Kitzelman. Kitzelman takes a three. Her shot's no good. Jones gets the rebound. And then Kitzelman gets a foul.
Definitely. It's her third foul of the game. It's been a rough evening when it comes to fouls so far.
Just a rough second half for the Lady Indians. Jones's first free throw is good. Her second free throw is no good. Spiess brings the ball up the court. She drives inside. She goes up. Her shot, no good. Hadley attempts to get the rebound. Shoemaker gets on the ground with it. It's a jump ball. Lady Wolves possession.
Just 5 seconds left.
Peak gonna bring the ball up here pretty slowly.
Just gonna waste the last 5 seconds of the game.
Well, it was a great game.
Definitely a nail biter into the end.
It was a great one to watch. And it was definitely a nail biter to the end. So who are our top scorers for this game, Allie?
Your top scorers for the Osage City Indians. It's Spiess with 7 points so far. And for the Lebo Wolves, it's Hadley with 15.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us for the girls' game. Join us here in just a couple minutes for the boys' game. But in between that, we will be having our senior night ceremony, so please join us for that to honor our seniors. But once again, thank you for joining us for this game, and we'll see you momentarily.
Don't stray too far.
For Lady Indian basketball and dance, daughter of Amy and J.T. Crawford, Greta Crawford. For Indian basketball, Landon Voss, son of Kate and Lucas Voss. Brecken Bowen, son of Kelly and Travis Bowen. Keaton Curley, son of Mackenzie and Philip Curley. Hayden Kirkpatrick, son of Jesse and Chris Kirkpatrick. Dalton Schaefer, son of Say Masters. For wrestling, Kenya Mejia Cortez, daughter of Anna Vargas and Juan Hansel. For cheer, Kate Gantenbein, daughter of Christy Dunbar and Andrew Gantenbein. Olivia Phillips, daughter of Tiffany Phillips and Ryan Phillips. For band, Kyle Grandstaff, son of Sherry Britsky and Jerry Grandstaff. Trayson Hardner, son of Dawn and Philip Hardner. Pearl Potson, daughter of Jody Rowe. Kaylin Lacey, son of Andrea and Philip Lacey. Jacob McCoy, son of Amber and Robert McCoy. Trevor Medlin, son of Monica and Ron Medlin. Ellie Shoemaker, daughter of Debbie and Ryan Shoemaker. And for student sports broadcasting team, Owen Bailey, son of Nicole and Jay Bailey. Ellie Shoemaker is also on that list.
And that concludes our senior night. Thank you, students and parents, for all your hard work.
Welcome back. We are currently in the Richard Homewood Gym where Indian boys are about to face off against the Lebo Wolf boys. Osage City currently has 15 wins and 4 losses, and Lebo has 13 wins and 6 losses. As you can see, we're in for a good game tonight, folks. Please stay tuned as your starters will be announced momentarily.
All right, everyone. Your starters have been announced, and we're about ready to tip off this ball. Jumping for the Wolves will be Landon Grimmett, and for the Indians, Boss. Landon Boss. Landon versus Landon. Shoemaker gets the tip. They pass it down to Oswald. Oswald gets the first shot of the game. Boss takes the ball out. He passes it inside to Bowen. Bowen passes it to Boss. Boss to Schaefer to Kirkpatrick. To Curley. To Boss. Boss throws it out to Schaefer. His shot is blocked. Bowen inbounds the ball to Boss. He passes it to Curley. Curley passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer passes it inside to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick takes the shot. No good. Boss gets the rebound. They're going to call a foul.
That foul's going to be on Landon Boss.
Davies inbounds the ball to Grimmett. Grimmett brings the ball up the court. He passes it to Shoemaker, who passes it to Davies. Davies goes inside, passes it to tries to pass it to Oswald. It's knocked away by Schaefer, and Kirkpatrick ends up on the floor. And subbing in for the Indians, Curley comes out. He's replaced by Parsons. Parsons passes the ball to Bowen. Bowen passes it to Kirkpatrick, who passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer to Parsons, to Bowen. Bowen passes it to Kirkpatrick, who passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer grabs that ball out of the air, passes it to Boss, passes it to Bowen. Bowen takes a three. His shot is good. Shoemaker brings the ball up the court. He passes it to Davies. Davies passes it to Bailey. He passes it inside to Oswald, who attempts to pass it down to Davies. It's no good, goes out of bounds. It'll be an Indians ball. Parsons brings the ball up the court. He passes it to Bowen, who passes it to Parsons. Passes it to Boss, who passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer goes up. His shot is good. Shoemaker passes it inside to Grimmett. Grimmett brings the ball up the court. Passes it to Davies, who passes it to Bailey. Bailey drives down, passes it to Oswald. Passes it up to Davies, who passes it to Grimmett. Grimmett takes a three. His shot is good. You got a tie ball game now. Parsons drives the ball up the court, passes it to Boss. Boss passes it inside to Kirkpatrick. He attempts to do a dribble and then go up, I believe, lay up there, but it's no good. However, it was off a Wolf, so it'll be Indians ball. Parsons passes it to Bowen, who takes another three. It's good. Grimmett brings the ball up the court. He passes it to Bailey, passes it to Davies. Davies attempts to pass it to the top to Shoemaker. It's stolen away by Schaefer. Schaefer goes on a layup, breakaway layup. His shot's good. Grimmett drives the ball up the court. He passes it down to Shoemaker. Shoemaker goes up. His shot is good. Boss throws it over to, inbounds it to Parsons. Parsons passes it to Boss, who passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer to Parsons. Back to Bowen. Back to Parsons and Schaefer again. Inside to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick passes it to Bowen. Bowen to Parsons. And then to Schaefer. Schaefer to Bowen. Bowen to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick attempts to pass it to Boss and just about hits the cheerleaders.
Looks like Dakota ducked down just in time for the ball to go soaring past her head.
Just in time. What did we say earlier? Just because you're not playing doesn't mean you're not a part of the game. Grimmett brings the ball up the court, passes it to Bailey. Bailey goes inside to Oswald. He attempts to pass it over the top to Grimmett, ends up going around because it's blocked. Grimmett takes a little jumper there. It's a good shot. Boss passes it to Parsons. Parsons passes it to Boss, who passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer passes it to Parsons. Parsons to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick to Schaefer. Schaefer to Bowen. Bowen to Schaefer. Schaefer to Boss. Boss takes a shot. No good. His three, no good. Bailey gets the rebound, passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker brings the ball up the court, passes it cross court to Davies. Davies kicks it back out to Grimmett. Grimmett passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker, and they're going to call a foul on Shoemaker.
Yep, that's Shoemaker's first foul of the game.
Boss inbounds it to Parsons. Kason Parsons now in the game for his brother. Oh, I'm sorry, not his brother. For Schaefer. He passes it to Kirkpatrick, who passes it to Parsons and back to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick goes through and they call a foul. All right, Kason Parsons to inbound the ball here for the Indians. They call a foul, but on who?
I did not see.
Kirkpatrick must got some blood on his jersey. I believe this is going to be a ref timeout. All right, so Williams, number 50 Williams comes inside for Kirkpatrick. He passes it to Bowen. Bowen drives inside, passes it to Parsons. Parsons goes down to Boss. Boss goes up. His shot's good. Grimmett brings the ball up the court. Shoemaker passes it to Davies. He passes back to Shoemaker and then Grimmett. Grimmett takes a three. It's good. Parsons brings the ball up the court, passes it to Boss.
Looks like that was a holding foul. That one was on Grimmett. It'll be his first foul of the game.
The Indians inbound the ball to Schaefer. He passes it to Boss. Boss goes up, takes a little jumper. It bounces off the top of the rim. No good. Davies passes it. And Shoemaker's shot is good. Parsons brings the ball up the court now. He passes it to Boss. Boss to Schaefer. Schaefer passes it to Parsons. Parsons passes it to Williams. Williams passes it to Schaefer. He passes it to the other Parsons who cut around the backside there. Boss takes a shot. It's good. You got a tie ball game once again.
Boss's last shot looked like it wasn't going to go in for a second. Scared me there.
Oh, for sure. Shoemaker now has the ball. He attempts to go inside, loses control of the ball, passes it out to Grimmett, who again takes another shot. No good. Zachary Oswald gets the rebound, though. He passes it to Bailey, who gets... His shot is good. Parsons drives the ball up the court, passes it to Boss. Boss passes it to Schaefer, who passes it to Williams, and then over to Parsons. Parsons goes down, attempts to his shot, no good, unsuccessful.
Another instance of the ball going right to the side players.
Yeah, it's like they were trying to pass it almost.
Here, have this ball. A gift.
I don't need it. Here you go. Grimmett brings the ball up the court. He passes it over to Bailey. Bailey passes it to Davies. Davies passes it down to the corner to Grimmett, who passes it to Bailey right there in the middle of the paint. His shot is good. Kirkpatrick inbounds to Parsons. Parsons brings the ball up the court. He passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer to Parsons. Parsons to Williams. Williams to Schaefer. Schaefer down to the other Parsons. Schaefer out with the ball at the top of the key. He passes it to Williams. Passes it to Parsons, who passes it down to his brother in the corner. Kirkpatrick passes it to Schaefer, who passes it inside to Williams. Williams goes up. His shot's no good, but he attempts to get a rebound. It's almost goes to Kirkpatrick, but Davies steals it away, goes on a breakaway layup that he misses. Schaefer bringing the ball up the court now. Passes it to Parsons, who passes it to Kirkpatrick, who passes it to Kaysen Parsons, number 5. He passes it up to Cooper at the top of the key.
That shot earlier from Davies had just enough momentum to land on the back of the rim and roll right off the other side.
Oh, absolutely. Kirkpatrick attempts to go through 2 Wolf defenders. He's no good. Grayson Shoemaker goes on a breakaway layup, and his shot no good as well.
Bounced right off the front of the iron.
And that is the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen.
For your first top scorers of the night, it's tied between Landon and Bowen, both with 6 points scored. And for Lebo Wolves, it's number 1, Grimmett, with 8.
Well, this game certainly promises to be yet another nail-biter.
Absolutely.
Are either of these teams undefeated?
No.
No. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Osage has 4 losses and Lebo has 6.
So still a pretty good match. Pretty evenly matched anyway.
Neither of the teams have used any of their timeouts either.
Parsons passes to Parsons. I sound like I'm saying a law firm. Parsons and Parsons. Parsons passes it to Boss. Boss passes it to Cooper Parsons. He passes it back. Boss drives inside, dumps it down to Caden Kirkpatrick, and Caden Kirkpatrick's little layup there is good. Grayson Shoemaker, number 21, now bringing the ball up the court. He passes it to Davies. He passes it to Grimmett. Grimmett takes the shot. It's no good. Boss gets the rebound. He passes it to Parsons. Parsons brings that ball up the court. He passes it to Boss. He passes it to Parsons. Parsons returns it to his brother. And he passes it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick passes it to Schaefer, who passes it down to the far corner with... He passes it to Boss at the high post. Back to Parsons, and down to Parsons again, who's cutting between those 2 corners. Kirkpatrick gets stuck down there. They call a foul as he attempts to go up and take a shot.
That foul is going to be on Grimmett. It's going to be his 2nd foul of the game. So far, Lebo Wolves have 5, and Osage City Indians have 1 foul.
Parsons passes it inside to Schaefer. Schaefer takes a shot. It's no good. And then Parsons takes a 3. His shot is good. The Indians back in the lead. Shoemaker bringing the ball up the court. He passes it to number 0, Scott Smith, who's now in the game. Shoemaker attempts to pass it down low to Oswald. He passes it to Bailey. Oswald goes up. His shot's good. Parsons brings the ball up the court. Passes it to Boss. Boss passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer back to Kirkpatrick, who passes it to Parsons. Parsons takes another 3. It's good.
The Osage City Indians are definitely on a roll right now so far in the game with these 3s.
Davies passes it to Smith. Smith passes it to Bailey. And they call a foul.
That was going to be on Kaysen Parsons. This will be his first foul of the game.
Davies now with the ball. He passes it to Bailey. Bailey dribbles inside from the top of the key, dumps it down to Oswald, who passes it out to Smith, who passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker pulls up just right outside of the high post. His shot's no good. Passes it to Kirkpatrick, who passes it to Parsons. Parsons to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick pulls up at the three-point line. His shot barely misses, rolls out, but Boss gets that rebound, and his shot is good. Scott Smith now, he attempts to pass the ball down to Oswald. Kirkpatrick gets the ball. He brings it up the court, not stopping, goes for a layup. His shot's good. And the Wolves call a timeout.
I promised a good game, and we're definitely seeing it.
Absolutely. Did you know I used to go to school in Lebo, Allie?
I did not know that. I kind of figured it out because you knew roughly everybody's names, and there's a kid named Shoemaker on the other team.
Yeah, he's my cousin.
To be completely honest with you, Ellie, at the very start, at the tip-off, you said Shoemaker, and I thought you were thinking of Sadie. And you didn't correct yourself, so I looked down, and it says Shoemaker, and I was like, oh.
You're like, Ellie, that's the wrong game. This is not girls.
Ellie, wrong schedule, wrong time, man.
All right, we're back. Shoemaker brings the ball up the court. Number 3 for the Wolves, Dominic Reisner in the game. Shoemaker passes it to Davies. Davies goes down to Oswald. Oswald passes it back up to the top of the key to Shoemaker. He pulls up at the three-point line. His shot's no good, but Schaefer gets the rebound. He passes it to Parsons. Parsons passes it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick goes up. His shot's no good. Davies gets the rebound, and he brings the ball up the court for the Wolves. He passes it over to Shoemaker in the short corner. Passes it to Davies. Davies passes it inside. His shot bounces back off the rim. Davies passes it down to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Davies. Davies passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it to Reisner. Reisner passes it to Davies. Bailey passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it to Davies, who passes it to Bailey. Bailey passes it to Oswald. Oswald takes a shot. It's good. Just under 4 minutes left in this half. Boss inbounds the ball to Parsons. He passes it to Boss, who passes it to Schaefer. And Schaefer passes it up almost to the half-court line to Parsons, who passes it to Boss. Parsons pulls up. His shot's no good. And number 1, Landon Grimmett's going to be back in for the Wolves for Austin Bailey. Number 23, Drew Conrady, is in the game as well for the Wolves. Grimmett brings the ball up the court. Passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it to Reisner. Reisner passes it to Conrady. Conrady returns it to Reisner. Reisner drives in, almost like he's going to take a shot. He passes it to Oswald, who passes it to Grimmett, who passes it back to Oswald at the point, or at the block, and they call foul. Drew Conrady takes a shot at the block. His shot's good. Parsons now bringing the ball up the court for the Indians. He passes it to Boss. Boss goes up. His 3 is good. Grimmett brings the ball up the court. He passes it to Reisner. Reisner to Conrady. Conrady passes it to Grimmett. Grimmett takes a 3, no good. Creighton Kirkpatrick gets the rebound. He passes it to Cooper Parsons. Parsons brings the ball up the court. He passes it to Kirkpatrick at the high post. Kirkpatrick gets the ball again. He drives across, passes it to Cooper Parsons, who passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer passes it to Parsons, who passes it to Kirkpatrick, who lobs it down right over the top to Boss. Boss goes up, shot is good. Ooh, sorry. Well, the shot was good, but they didn't count it. Because I believe they called a foul. Davies inbounds the ball to Shoemaker. Shoemaker brings the ball up the court. Shoemaker passes it to Conradi. Conradi to Shoemaker. Fouls on number 3, Parsons. Grimmett passes in the ball to Davies. He passes it down to Shoemaker in the corner. Shoemaker passes it to Davies. And Davies kicks it off his foot. Or something happened and the ball goes out of bounds. Boss inbounds the ball to Kason Parsons this time. Kason brings the ball up the court. Just under 2 minutes left in this game. In this half, I'm sorry. Boss takes the ball at the high post. He flashed. Parsons passes it to Boss. Boss goes down, takes a shot. His shot's no good, but he is fouled.
Looked like that might have been by number 5, Davies, but we'll see. Yep, number 5, Davies for the Wolves.
Boss goes up. Boss's first free throw is good. His second free throw is good as well. Shoemaker takes the ball out of the bounce. We got a timeout here. No Lohmeyer in the game now for Boss. And Austin Bailey back in the game for Davies. Shoemaker brings the ball up the court. Passes it to Grimmett, who passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it to Grimmett. Grimmett passes it to Bailey. Bowen now in the game for Schaefer. And Dominic Reisner back in for Drew Conradi for the Wolves. Landon Grimmett to inbound the ball for the Wolves. He throws it down to Shoemaker in the corner. Shoemaker passes it back. Passes it to Bailey. Bailey passes it down to Oswald. Oswald passes it to the top to Reisner. Reisner drives in but kicks it out to Shoemaker.
Looks like that one was on 12, Lohmeyer. Yep. That's Lohmeyer's second foul of the game.
Grimmett inbounds the ball to Conradi, who has returned. He passes it down to Shoemaker. Shoemaker drives in. His shot's no good. Boss gets the rebound. He passes it to Parsons. Parsons drives the ball up the court. Passes it across to Bowen. Bowen passes it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick goes up. His shot, his three, is good. We got just under 45 seconds here. Shoemaker passes the ball to Bailey on the high post. He barely misses it, but Grimmett gets the ball. Grimmett trips and falls. He passes it to Boss, who passes it to Bowen. Bowen's shot's no good, but Boss gets the putback. Conradi passes it to Shoemaker.
Looks like Landon didn't stop in time and they collided.
Oh, they just, yeah.
Shoemaker's fine, but
Boss is fine too.
kind of bad. I bet that really hurt. Looks like he slammed onto the ground from that.
Yeah, I don't think that was intentional either. He just had so much momentum going on. He just ran into Grayson.
He was so ready to try and get that ball that he just... Ooh. Shoemaker's first shot is good. Let's see if his second shot is good too. And his second shot is good.
Kirkpatrick takes the ball out of bounds. He passes it over to Parsons. Parsons passes it to Lohmeyer. Lohmeyer passes it to Bowen. Bowen passes it to Parsons. Parsons gets stuck at the top of the key there for a minute, but he does pass it to Bowen. He attempts to pass it down to Schaefer. They call it travel. We just got 3 seconds left here in the half.
Not a whole lot you can do with 3 seconds.
Not much.
They might try and hurl the ball across the court.
I mean, they could get a little close, but
Oh, there goes.
Grimmett pulls up at the top of the three.
No good.
His shot's no good. All right, so going into the half, your score is 36-26 Indians. Who are our top scorers, Allie?
Your top scorers for tonight so far is for the Osage City Indians, number 33, Landon Boss with 12. And Lebo Wolves, number 1, Grimmett with 8.
All right, well, we will see you right after the half, but make sure you stick around for the dancers dancing. This will be Greta Crawford's senior dance.
Senior dance team member, Greta Crawford. Greta is a great choreographer, teacher, and leader. She has high expectations for her dance team, but she is also willing to help all of the dancers meet those expectations. She also makes us laugh a lot. The first time Greta performed on this court was when she was in 8th grade and danced as part of her sister Claire's senior night dance. She has been dancing her heart out ever since. Please welcome to the floor the Osage City High School dance team and their captain, Greta Crawford. Your music is on.
rapid possible. We're leaving in 20 days. We're going to be going to Rome, Paris, and get 60 seconds. Reading. The winner is Lois Wright.
All right, everyone, we're back here. Casey Parsons is going to inbound the ball to his brother. Parsons passes it to Boss. Boss passes it, to Casey Parsons at the top of the key. He passed it to Kirkpatrick, who passed it to Parsons. Oh my goodness. Sorry. He passes it down to Schaefer. Schaefer passes it inside to Boss. Boss goes up. His shot is good. Austin Bailey for the Wolves takes it out, passes it to Davies, who kicks it across to Grimmett. Grimmett passes it down to the corner to Shoemaker. Shoemaker goes up. His shot is good. Cooper Parsons brings the ball up the court. He passes it to Boss, who passes it to Schaefer, over to Kirkpatrick, and into Parsons. Schaefer takes a shot. It's no good. Davies deflects it.
Shoemaker saved it from going out of bounds there.
Grimmett walks the ball up the court. Passes it down to Bailey, who passes it up to Grimmett. Grimmett goes inside to Oswald, who passes it across to Davies. Davies dribbles in, and it goes out.
Looks like it might have bounced off his shoe there.
Yeah, probably. Parsons brings the ball up the court. He passes it to the other Parsons, who passes it to Boss. Boss passes it to Parsons. Parsons goes up. His three is good.
Payson is on a roll with these threes tonight.
Yeah, he is. Shoemaker in the corner. He passes it to Bailey. Bailey returns it. Shoemaker dribbles in, goes up. His shot is good. Parsons brings the ball up the court, passes it to Boss. Boss passes it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick barely misses it. Ball goes out of the bounds. Out of the bounds? It goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Lebo ball.
Both of the games tonight have been really fast-paced.
Absolutely. Passes it down in the corner to Davies. Davies passes it to the top to Shoemaker. He passes it down to the corner to Oswald. Oswald passes it over, but it's stolen by Boss. Boss looking ahead, passes it to Parsons. Parsons barely gets it in time. The Lebo Wolves recover the ball. And Shoemaker brings it up the court.
That was just a foul on Cooper Parsons. That's his second foul of this game.
All right, so the Indians called a timeout here.
Who called the timeout?
The Indians.
Okay.
Looking ahead for the week, the Indians don't have much going on this week, but this weekend we do have state wrestling. Like I said, we want to congratulate Landon Pettigene for making it to state, and I believe the forensics team also has a meet this weekend, so we want to wish them luck.
Your Osage City Indians forensics team is going to Paola.
Yes, that's right.
I had to think of the name for a minute.
All right, we're back. Davies inbounds the ball to Grimmett. Grimmett passes it to Davies. Davies drives the ball in, passes it to Grimmett. Grimmett takes a three. His shot's good. Grimmett's on with his threes as well. Oh man, that net just likes to fold in on itself, I guess. It's like the second time it's happened.
Landon got it this time. The ref didn't have to jump up there.
The ref was like, you can do that. All right. Cooper passes the ball to Boss at the high post. Pass it to Parsons. Sorry. Parsons passes it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick passes it to Parsons, who passes it down to the corner to Schaefer. And back to Parsons. Passes it to Schaefer, passes it to Parsons, passes it to Parsons. Passes it to Boss. Down to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick goes up, takes the shot. It's good. Grimmett brings the ball up the court. Passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it to Grimmett. Grimmett passes it to Bailey. Looks like there's a foul called on that.
It was going to be on Schaefer. It's going to be his first foul of the game.
Grimmett inbounds the ball here. Passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker takes a shot. It's no good, but Zachary Oswald gets the rebound, and his shot is good. Parsons passes it to Boss. Boss passes it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick goes up. His shot's no good. Grimmett gets the rebound. Grimmett brings the ball up the court. He goes in, shoots, he scores. Parsons passes it to Boss. Boss passes it to Bowen. Or, I'm sorry, Parsons passes it to Bowen. He passes it to Boss underneath the basket, who passes it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick takes a shot. They call a foul.
Gonna put Kirkpatrick on the line. Landon Boss just got his second foul.
That was Oswald.
Oh, that was Oswald? That was Oswald's second foul, fellows.
You're all good. They got the same number. Kirkpatrick's first free throw is good. As is his second. Davies gets the rebound, passes it to Grimmett. Grimmett brings the ball up the court. Passes it inside to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it down to Bailey. Bailey's shot is blocked, but Oswald gets the rebound, and his shot is good. Boss passes it inside to Parsons. Parsons brings the ball up the court. Passes it to Boss, passes it to Parsons, who passes it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick goes to Boss.
Looks like there's another foul called. That was going to be on Davies, number 5. This will be his third foul of the game.
Parsons takes a shot. It's no good. Oswald gets the rebound. He passes it to Grimmett. Grimmett brings the ball up the court. Passes it to Davies, who passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker goes inside. Shot's no good. Passes it to Kirkpatrick, who passes it to Parsons. Parsons passes it. Attempts to pass it to Kirkpatrick. It goes right over his hand.
This time it went into the stands, but it was in the stairway, so it didn't hit anybody.
Good.
Everybody's safe this time.
Davies inbounds the ball to Grimmett. Grimmett pass. Oswald takes a shot, but it's no good. Noah Lohmeyer gets the rebound. He passes it to Parsons. Parsons passes it to Boss. Boss passes it to Lohmeyer, up to the top to Parsons, who passes it to Bowen. Bowen passes it to Boss at the high post. Now he's got it over to Lohmeyer. And then up to Kirkpatrick from the three-point line. His shot's no good. Grimmett gets the rebound, passes it up the court to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it to Grimmett. Grimmett takes a three. This three bounces off the top of the front of the iron, unsuccessful, but Parsons gets the rebound. He brings it up the court. He passes it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick takes the shot. His shot is good. And that's another three for Caden Kirkpatrick. How many is that?
Let's see here. So far he has 2, but the team has 6 to 7.
Wow. The Indians are on fire with their threes tonight.
Did you see who called that timeout?
The Wolves.
Looks like it. The coach already had his chair pulled over. And everything.
He was prepared. He was like, all right, we got some work to do here, boys.
He was ready. Just a little heads up, we will be filming both games next week. On Monday and Tuesday, I believe they are.
Yep. Those will be the first sub-state games for the Indians, so join us.
Yep. Please tune in. We're happy for every single viewer we get.
All right. Shoemaker inbounds to Grimmett. Grimmett passes it back. Goes off to Bailey, who passes it to Grimmett. Grimmett passes it inside to Oswald. Just got under 1:30 to play in this game. This Oh my goodness. This quarter. Call a foul. Grimmett inbounds the ball to Davies. And Lohmeyer gets called for another foul. I believe that's the second time it's happened to him tonight.
That's Lohmeyer's third foul tonight. He's getting up there.
Davies drives the ball in, and he travels Indians ball here. Boss passes it to Bowen. Bowen brings the ball up the court. Bowen passes it to Boss. Boss passes it to Lohmeyer. Lohmeyer passes it back. Passes it out to Bowen. Bowen takes a shot from the three. Bounces off the far side of the rim. No good. Bailey gets the rebound. He passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker drives in, and they call a foul.
Looks like that one might have been on Cooper Parsons. It was. It's Cooper Parsons' third foul.
Oswald takes a shot. It's good. Parsons brings the ball up the court, passes it to Boss. Boss passes it to Lohmeyer, who passes it to Kirkpatrick, who flashes to the high post. He passes it down to Boss, and Boss's shot is good. We've just got over 30 seconds left in this game. This quarter. We still have another quarter after this. Grimmett passes it across the court to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Grimmett. Grimmett back to Shoemaker. It was just a little high there, but Shoemaker had a great vertical, touched it, but just wasn't quite high enough. But it will still be the Wolves' ball here. Substitution timeout. Schaefer in for Lohmeyer. Grimmett inbounds the ball to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it back. Grimmett passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker goes up. His shot is good. Parsons drives the ball up the court. He passes it off to Boss. Boss goes, pulls up at the three-point line. No good. Follows his shot. Bounces off Shoemaker's foot, out of bounds, and that is the end of the third quarter.
He kept saying fourth quarter, and I was like, whoa, end of the game already? That's crazy.
I'm just going to let you say time from now on because I'll probably call the game short at 7 minutes.
Well, you can't really mess up the quarter anymore. It's the fourth quarter now.
It's true. Now I can say. Okay, good, guys. We're good.
We're good. Everything's figured back out. I do like how the coach for the Wolves just pulled his chair back out again.
Yeah, I think that's hilarious. I actually noticed that the Lebo girls coach did that as well. So maybe it's like maybe it's a Lebo thing.
Maybe it's a Lebo thing, but I'm not used to seeing that. So when I looked
yeah,
over
I've never
and I
seen
saw
that.
his back to me and his chair out, I was kind of confused. It took me a moment to render what was happening. I was like, where did that come from? There's an extra chair over there.
That's funny.
It is good that he's moving his chair back. Don't want that on the court. Yeah.
Don't want anybody to trip over it.
I am glad he's moving it back over like 10 seconds before the quarter starts back up again.
All right, we're back here as the Indians take the court. Shoemaker passes the ball inside to Grimmett. Grimmett passes it back to Shoemaker. He drives inside, passes it to Davies. Davies passes it to Bailey. Bailey passes it to Oswald. Oswald passes it to Grimmett. Grimmett goes up. His three is good. Boss takes the ball out, passes it to Parsons. Parsons brings it up. He passes it back to Boss at the top of the key, who passes it to Schaefer. Back to Parsons, and he passes it to Boss as he flashes to the high post. He passes it in. It's back up to Parsons at the top of the key. Parsons passes it to Kirkpatrick as he flashed to the high post. Parsons passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer to Parsons. Parsons to Boss. Boss to Parsons. Parsons to Schaefer. Schaefer to Boss. Boss to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick, he passes it to Parsons, who takes a shot at the three. Shot's no good. Grayson gets the rebound.
Landon Boss ended up on the floor.
In the backcourt. Grimmett takes a three all the way on the other side. And his shot is good.
Landon Boss ended up on the floor during that play. It looks like he might have hurt his left ankle during that. Yep, they're going to the locker rooms to get it all checked out.
Well, in his absence, Chase Williams, number 50, has returned back to the game and taken his spot. Parsons brings the ball up the court. Pass it to Williams. Williams passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer passes it to Parsons. Parsons passes it inside to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer passes it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick passes it to Parsons. Parsons passes it to Parsons. Oh, Parsons just about loses control of the ball there. He recovers, passes it to his brother. Passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer just loses that. They get on the floor, jump ball between Grimmett and Schaefer. It's going to be the Wolves' ball.
Looks like Schaefer had it, but it just went just a little too low. Bounced right off his front toe.
Yep.
That's gotta hurt, honestly.
It probably did.
What I do notice is that the boys Wolves aren't using as many timeouts so far.
True. There is still 6 minutes left in the quarter, so
Maybe in the last 3 minutes they'll shoot out the last 3 that they have.
maybe. It's a much closer game now. Indians only up by one point. Parsons passes the ball to Kirkpatrick. Looks like there was maybe a problem with the possessions because this was the Indians' ball. Kirkpatrick takes the shot. He's good. Barrels his way down there. Davies takes the ball out, passes it to Grimmett. Grimmett passes it to Davies, who passes it down to Bailey. Bailey tries to drive in. He's blocked by Williams. Davies passes it in. He takes a shot. No good. Williams gets the rebound. He passes it to Parsons. Parsons drives the ball up the court. Parsons drives in, just about loses balance, but he passes it to his brother.
Looks like he stepped on the outside of his foot a bit too much, almost went down.
I think so. I didn't call it travel, though, because he stayed on his feet. Parsons passes it to his brother. His brother takes a three. His shot is good.
Jason Parsons has shot nothing but threes tonight.
Shoemaker brings the ball up the court. Parsons gets the steal. He goes on a layup. His shot is good on a breakaway layup. Davies takes the ball out, passes it to Grimmett, who looks ahead, attempts to pass it to Shoemaker, but Schaefer knocks it out of the passing lane.
Yep. The ball went a bit high there. Schaefer tried to knock it back in. It's just slammed right into the wall. The ball did, not Schaefer.
Not Schaefer. Yeah.
Had to clarify that.
Right, exactly. Everybody's okay.
Everybody's okay, we promise.
All right, Grimmett dribbles the ball inside. Looks like they're going to call a foul there, and this will be the Indians' ball.
That's Cooper Parsons' 4th foul of the game. 4 minutes left.
Grimmett takes a shot. His first free throw is good. So is his second. Kirkpatrick passes it up to Parsons. Parsons passes it to Williams. Williams passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer passes it to Parsons. Parsons passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer passes it to Williams. Williams gets Parsons just on that under the basket there. He was not in a shooting position though, so he passes it back up to his brother, who passes it to Williams. Schaefer goes inside, passes it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick takes a shot from underneath the basket. Shoemaker gets the rebound. He brings it up the court. And the Lebo Wolves call it timeout.
It's going to be a half timeout.
We still got a super close game going on here. 59-51.
The Lebo Wolves now have no half timeouts left. They have to use fulls if they want a timeout.
The band has made an appearance back in the fourth quarter again.
Looks like Landon Boss is back. We'll see if he plays.
Yeah.
Yep, he's back out on the court.
Nope, I lied.
Nope. Looks like he has to go get checked out. Let's hope it's nothing serious.
All right, Davies is going to inbound the ball here for the Wolves. He passes it to Grimmett. Grimmett passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it all the way across to Grimmett. Grimmett jumps up. Great jump there to get that ball. Passes it to Oswald, who passes it to Davies. Davies passes it down to Shoemaker. Shoemaker drives in, takes a shot. His shot's good, and they call a foul.
When he got that catch earlier with that great jump, just about slipped through his fingers and hit the people standing behind him, but he was able to get a good grip on it.
Just about. Shoemaker's free throw is good. Kirkpatrick inbounds the ball to Parsons. Parsons returns it to him. Kirkpatrick dribbles in, passes it out to Schaefer. Schaefer passes it to Parsons. Grimmett knocks the ball out of Parsons' hands. He passes it down to Schaefer, though. Passes it to Parsons, who passes it to his brother. Passes it to Parsons. Passes it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick passes it inside to Schaefer as he cuts across. Schaefer goes to take a shot, and they call a foul. Exactly 3 minutes left in the game.
Oswald just got his third foul.
Schaefer's first free throw is good. Schaefer's second free throw is good. Shoemaker gets the rebound. He passes it inside to Davies. He passes it back to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it to Grimmett. Grimmett drives inside, passes it down low to Oswald. Oswald takes an under the bucket hook shot, but it's no good. Schaefer. Did he step? Oh, it's timeout by the Wolves.
I think that was an Indians timeout.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I saw Fort doing his little timeout thing.
His little calling the timeout. All right.
So, Ellie, how's your senior year of forensics going?
Good. I've qualified for state in 2 events. And actually our team has taken second at the last 2 tournaments we went to, so we've done pretty well.
I'd say so.
Thanks for asking.
Well, of course.
You qualified for state too, right?
I did with my speech.
Yeah.
Thank you for remembering.
Of course. Congrats. All right, Kate Kirkpatrick inbounds the ball to Parsons. Parsons passes the ball to Parsons. Parsons goes to return it, but Grimmett knocks it out about his line of sight. They called foul. I believe on Parsons. No, I'm sorry.
Should be on Kaysen. No?
It is on Parsons, yeah.
Yeah.
Just not the Parsons I was thinking of.
For a second there, I was thinking of Lohmeyer. I was like, that should be his fourth. I had to look back down at my sheet to realize.
Grimmett's first free throw is good, as is his second. Kirkpatrick gets the rebound. He passes it inside to Parsons. Parsons is going to bring the ball up the court here for the Indians. He passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer passes it to Kirkpatrick. Parsons to Kirkpatrick to Schaefer. Schaefer to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick to Parsons.
Looks like there was a holding call.
Yeah.
My favorite part about sitting over here now is that you can see the coaches like calls and stuff, their
True.
signals and stuff.
True.
It's so much fun because you never know what they're gonna use for it.
Exactly. I do like that part actually. All right, they inbound the ball to Kaysen Parsons. Kaysen brings the ball up the court. Passes it. Attempts to pass it to Boss. Passes it to Davies. They pass it underneath to Bailey, but Bailey's shot is blocked by Boss.
When did Boss get back in the game?
Probably the timeout, but I completely missed that too.
All I saw was Boss go up and his hand slapped the ball out of range, and I was like, wait, when? Huh?
I think it's just because he's such a constant on the floor that it's like, oh yeah, of course he should be out there. Grimmett takes a three. His shot is good. Indians up by 2. Parsons drives the ball up the court. They call a foul on Grimmett. And we got another timeout. This one's gonna be a full.
Was that by the Wolves? Or was that by the Indians?
I want to say the Wolves, with Grimmett getting his 4th foul. We've got just under 1:25 left in the game. Who are our top scorers, Allie?
So far toward this game, your top scorer for the Osage City Indians is tied between Landon and Caden Kirkpatrick, both with 16. And for the Lebo Wolves is number 1 Grimmett with 21.
Wow.
Those threes he's been pulling all game have really helped him out.
Oh, for sure. He has not missed too many of those tonight.
If I've counted right, he's missed 1, and that's because Boss went up and got it.
Yep, you're right. I knew he hadn't missed many.
And Kaysen Parsons hasn't missed any whatsoever, if I recall.
No.
Every time he's gone up, it's gone in.
Yeah. The Indians have had a great night for threes.
Seems like they've been practicing.
Kirkpatrick passes it inside to Parsons. Parsons brings the ball up the court. Passes it to Kirkpatrick, and they call a foul.
That one might be on Davies. Yep. That's Davies' 4th foul of the night.
Schaefer to inbound the ball for the Indians. He passes it back court to Parsons. Parsons loses control of the ball in the backcourt. Passes it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick passes it to Schaefer. Schaefer passes it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick to Parsons. Parsons to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick to Schaefer. Schaefer dribbles across the top. He passes it to Kirkpatrick. They call a foul. Caden's shooting 1-1. Seconds left in this game. Indians got a couple players playing deep defense. I'm sorry, Schaefer is shooting. Schaefer's first shot is good. Schaefer's second shot is no good. Oswald gets the rebound. He passes it to Davies, who passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker passes it to Grimmett. Grimmett passes it to Shoemaker in the far corner. Shoemaker dribbles for a little while. He loses control of the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Cooper Parsons is very excited. Williams in the game now for Bowen. And they call it a timeout.
Is that the Wolves?
Yes.
It looks like they don't have any more timeouts left. I forgot to keep track last game, so I'm keeping track this game.
In these close games, it's important to know who all has timeouts left.
Yeah, especially games like this, 62-59. Definitely a higher fouling game on both ends.
Absolutely.
I don't know Lebo's average for fouls, but this is definitely up there with the boys'.
Yep, it is.
Once it gets into that fourth quarter, fouls just seem to skyrocket.
Absolutely. It's like, I got him, let's use him. Yep. All right, we got just over 25 seconds left in this game. Indians up by 3. It's still anybody's game. Indians have the ball. Caden Kirkpatrick's going to inbound it here. Looks like there's a little bit of a confusion up at the table. I don't really know. Kirkpatrick inbounds it to Parsons. Parsons is going to drive the ball up the court. They call a foul on Shoemaker. Kason Parsons is going to be shooting free throws here. His first shot is good. Parsons' second shot is good. Shoemaker brings the ball up the court. He takes a shot. It's no good. Bounces off the side of the iron. And Parsons gets the rebound. They call a foul. That's Oswald's 4th foul. Parsons' second shot's no good. Oswald gets the rebound. He passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker brings it up the court, passes it to the corner to Davies. Shoemaker dribbles in. He goes up. His shot's no good. We got just under 2 seconds left in the game. It's going to be the Wolves' ball under their basket. They pass it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker takes a 3. No good. And that is an Indian win. Your final score is 64-59. Your top scorers for the Wolves, 21 Grimmett with number 1 Grimmett with 21. And for the Osage City Indians, Hayden Kirkpatrick and Landon Boss both with 16, I do believe. I might have missed one of their things towards the end. All right, well, it was a great game. Thank you all for joining us. I know it's not technically the last game, but I figured since it is senior night, I should probably say my thank yous tonight. It seems pretty fitting. I just wanted to say that it's been an honor to be a part of this program since the beginning. It's honestly been such a joy and a privilege, and I just want to thank all the people who have made it possible for me and us to do this. So thank you to the school board for letting us start this club in the beginning and funding and supporting this the whole way. Thank you to Ms. Piper for allowing us to grow this club into a class, because it truly has been a blessing and a lot of fun. Thank you to Mr. Heward for letting me get on a hot mic the first time, even though you had absolutely no clue what I was going to say. And thank you to Mrs. Jenkins for letting me stay on the mic. Thank you to my parents who always listen to the game after every single day, even though that means they're watching the same game twice. Thank you to Andy Lohmeyer for creating this club and supporting all of my crazy notions. I really have appreciated it. Thank you to this wonderful production team, because I appreciate all of you, Brady, Logan, and Allie. You guys do so much, and you definitely deserve all the credit that you get. You don't get enough credit, so thank you so much. Thank you to my wonderful co-host, Allie, and over the past years, Weo and Corey. You guys have been awesome, and I couldn't do it without you. I really have appreciated it, and I could say thank yous for days because so many people have helped us with this, but thank you finally to all of you for listening to me all of these last 3 years. It's been a crazy ride, but it really has been a fun one. So thank you so much. I just figured I should say that for senior night, but definitely this is not our last game. We'll be back Monday and Tuesday next week, so join us then for Sub-State. I'm Ellie Shoemaker.
I'm Allison Erie.
Have a great night.